I am Miss Victoria, and I am so excited for today's story because it's one of my favorites. It's from a book series by Laura Numeroff, our author, who writes all the words, and Felicia Bond, our illustrator, who draws all the pictures. This book is called If You Give a Mouse a Brownie. But some other books in the series that you may have read are If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, If You Give a Pig a Pancake, If You Give a Moose a Muffin. And there are many others in this really fun and silly story series. But today we're going to read If You Give a Mouse a Brownie. While I'm reading our story, I want you to think, what is going to happen next? If we give a mouse a brownie, what do you think might happen next? Maybe he'll get chocolate all over his face and he'll have to take a bath. Maybe he'll want some whipped cream on top of it. Maybe he'll decide to put ice cream on it. We'll have to wait and see. All right, inside we have some bright red end pages for our story. If you give a mouse a brownie, and here's our friend Mouse. He's got a little green backpack on, and he's running up to his friend's front door. If you give a mouse a brownie, I notice that Mouse's friend is making brownies. Have you ever made brownies before? I love making special treats, especially when I get to share them to celebrate something fun. Maybe today, or one day this week, you could help your grown-up make brownies or something else in the kitchen. If you give a mouse a brownie, all right, what do you think will happen? He's going to ask for some ice cream to go with it. When you give him the ice cream, what might happen? If you give him ice cream, he'll ask for a spoon. Well, that makes sense. It's always nice to eat ice cream with a spoon if you're not eating it in a cone. He'll start drumming on the table with his spoons. Drumming will get him so excited, he'll want to start a band. Oh my gosh, I love making music with things around my house. Have you ever done that? I wonder what kind of musical instruments Mouse will have in his band. Whoa! You'll have to play, what is that? The guitar. He'll want to put on a show, so you'll have to build a stage. If he's building a stage, what do you think he might need? You'll need some spotlights and a microphone. Let's look at the supplies he has. So many things to use. Wow, he used the flashlights as the spotlights. When the stage is finished, how beautiful. He'll want to make lots of tickets. You'll have to find paper and markers. When the tickets are done, he'll decide to make posters as well. Sometimes bands make posters and hang them around in shops and restaurants and all over town to tell people about their upcoming concerts. Wow, look at Mouse's posters. It's Mouse holding that guitar, and it says rock concert, because Mouse is going to play some rock and roll music. What kind of music do you like to listen to? There's so many different kinds. Jazz music, country music, hip-hop music, rock music, indie music. Ask your grown-up, do they have a favorite kind of music? Maybe you guys could share favorite songs. Well, Mouse will hang his posters all over the neighborhood. When he's out hanging them, uh-oh, it might start to rain. Look at those raindrops coming down. He'll fold some posters and make himself a little boat. Wow, look at Mouse's boat. He used one poster for the bottom and more posters for the sails. Then he'll sail in a puddle. He'll get so wet that he'll start to sneeze. Achoo, achoo, achoo. Have you been practicing sneezing into your elbow too? It's so important to make sure that we keep everyone healthy in our life and we don't share our germs with anyone else. Achoo! You'll have to put Mouse in your pocket to stay nice and warm. When he peeks out of your pocket, he'll smell something delicious. The smell will remind him that he's hungry. If Mouse is feeling hungry, what do you think he might want next? What do you think? Did you guess he might want something to eat? You're right. You'll have to take him to the store and get a few things to nibble on. Of course, he'll want to have a picnic. Have you ever gone on a picnic? I have too. In fact, I might go on a picnic later today. A picnic is when we get to eat outside. Oftentimes we might eat right in the grass on a big picnic blanket, or maybe we have a special table in a park or in our own backyard where we can eat. When the sun comes out, you'll have to take him to the park. And while you're setting up the picnic, he'll see a playground and he'll jump on the... What part of the playground is that? The swings. He'll go as high as he can. When he looks up at the sky, he might notice a big white cloud. Do you see those fluffy clouds? The cloud will remind Mouse of ice cream. He'll probably ask you for some. And chances are, if you give him some ice cream, what do you think Mouse might want to eat with his ice cream? Does anyone remember what he ate with ice cream earlier in the book? Something sweet and chocolatey brown. He'll want a brownie to go with it. Now notice Mouse's friend in this picture. He surely did a lot of things to help make Mouse feel good. And he did a lot of things that Mouse requested to do today, like start a band and hang posters outside, have a picnic and eat special treats. I bet you have a grown-up or a friend in your life who does a lot of really kind things for you. I hope that Mouse and that you and that I always remember to say thank you to those special friends who help us. Have you guys ever tried to remember a story you just read? I call it retelling the story, and I thought you and I could retell it together. So our story, If You Give a Mouse a Brownie, had our little character, the mouse. Let's draw a little picture of Mouse. I got some big paper so that you could see my drawings. But I bet you might have some regular paper at home. I'm gonna draw a mouse with 2 round ears and a big round face. I'm gonna give him some little black eyes. And let's see, he's got a pink nose, a little pink nose, and a big mouse smile. I'm gonna make him kind of brown and kind of gray. Well, there's my picture of Mouse. All right, in our story, come a little bit closer. In our story, what was it that Mouse wanted to eat? He wanted to eat a chocolate brownie. I made a chocolate brownie by making a rectangle. A rectangle has 2 short sides and 2 long sides, and all of the lines are straight. I'm gonna color our rectangle in brown. Now it's a brownie. Now when Mouse got his brownie, do you remember what he wanted to go with it? He wanted a scoop of ice cream. And I noticed it was vanilla ice cream. But I can't see my white crayon. I think I might do the outline in any color I choose and keep the inside white. All right, Mouse wanted a brownie, and with his brownie, he wanted ice cream. And do you remember what he needed to eat his ice cream? He needed a spoon. A spoon. A spoon is like a circle with a rectangle at the bottom. When Mouse got that spoon, do you remember what he did? Bum, 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 bum. He started to drum. Oh, Aretha, that was just me drumming. All right, and drumming made Mouse want to start a band. Mouse wanted his friend to play the guitar. All right, and our guitar has guitar strings that we strum on to make music. I remember that their guitar was red, but you could make your guitar any color you want. Now Mouse needed some spotlights, so I'm gonna make some yellow lights, and I'm gonna make the flashlight kind of bluish, I think. There we go, there's Mouse's flashlight shining, and ooh, he needed a microphone. How about a purple microphone for Mouse to sing? Now with his band and his concert, Mouse wanted to make some tickets. So he made some tickets with paper and markers, and they were little pieces of paper, and he colored them in. Now he didn't just want to make tickets, Mouse wanted to make a poster. He made a poster with a picture of himself. There's our little ears and our little face and our little eyes and our little mouth and our little pink nose. He made a poster of himself playing that guitar. All right, Mouse. All right, where did Mouse go to put these posters? He went outside, didn't he? He went out into his neighborhood and he hung them all up on buildings, near trees. He hung up his posters so people could see them. But what happened when Mouse was hanging up his posters? It started to rain. I'm gonna make some blue raindrops here. When it started to rain, Mouse had a great idea. He would go sailing in a great puzzle. Puzzle? No, a great puddle. So Mouse made a sailboat with his posters. He made some sails, and he made a great yellow boat out of the posters too. And he went sailing. There's his sticks that he attached his sails with, and here's Mouse right up front. All right, after Mouse was sailing in the rain, he started to get a little bit sneezy, and he had to go inside his friend's pocket. Here's a pocket, and let's put Mouse right inside. Here you go, Mouse. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Let's give him his eyes and his little pink nose. I think I'll give him purple eyes this time, and a purple smile. When Mouse poked his little face out of that pocket, he smelled some delicious smells. I'm gonna make some lines, and those lines are gonna be the yummy smells he smells. That made him hungry, and do you remember where he had to go? He had to go to the grocery store to get some food. There's our grocery bag. I think I'm gonna put an apple inside. And let's see, maybe an orange. I love oranges. And maybe some delicious purple grapes. I noticed that all of those are circle shapes. All right, once he got all of that food, Mouse decided he wanted to eat it at a picnic. Let's have a beautiful picnic out here on a pink picnic blanket. His friend got it all set up. Mouse saw the, what was that part of the playground that Mouse wanted to play on? Do you remember? I think I remember. Let's see. It can go up and down. You hold onto some ropes or some chains, and it has a little round seat that we can sit in. What is that? A swing. Mouse wanted to swing, and when Mouse looked up at the sky, do you remember what he saw? Mouse saw up in that sky big, beautiful clouds, and the clouds made Mouse remember that ice cream that he ate earlier. And he really wanted some. When he got the ice cream, do you know what he wanted to go with it? Another brownie. This is such a fun story to retell. I like remembering each thing that Mouse liked, because then I can think about how they connect together. Mouse wanted ice cream to go with his brownie because sometimes that makes it taste even better. But to eat his ice cream, he needed a spoon. The sound of the spoon tapping reminded Mouse of music, and thinking of music made him want to start a band. Starting a band and putting on a concert made him remember he needed tickets. He wanted to hang up posters. When he went outside to hang up the posters and the rain came down, he decided to make a boat and go sailing. When he got too wet and cold and got the sneezy wheezies, achoo! Mouse got into his friend's pocket, and when he poked his head out, he smelled the delicious smells. That made Mouse's tummy hungry. When he was hungry, he wanted food. His friend went to the store and got some delicious food, and Mouse wanted to eat it outside on a picnic blanket. When he was at his picnic at the playground, Mouse decided to get on the swing. When he was swinging back and forth, he looked up right at the big blue sky and saw a cloud. The cloud reminded Mouse of the ice cream he had earlier, and probably that ice cream might make him remember the brownie too. What I really love about this book series by Laura Numeroff and Felicia is that it makes me think how one thing can make something else happen. If I ask Aretha, my dog, to sit, then she will sit. And if she sits, she might get a treat. Getting a treat makes Aretha remember that listening to my messages is a way to get treats. If I'm feeling grumpy and I kick my foot at the wall, then I might hurt my foot, and I might make a mark on my wall. If I make a mark on my wall, then it's my responsibility to clean it up. Cleaning up my wall isn't probably my favorite thing to do, and it takes away time from doing something else, but I still have to do it. Let's try one more. If I make a beautiful picture and send it in the mail to my grown-ups, and they open it, it will make them smile. We can do lots of things to help cheer people up, and lots of things to make people feel connected. One thing we could do is sing songs and put on a concert just like Mouse. Remember his instruments and his microphone and his spotlights? Now you could put on a concert at your house just for you and your family. Or maybe if it's really nice out, you can set up a concert in your front yard or on your front porch. You could even set up a concert and video chat to someone that you know, a really good friend or maybe a grandparent. You could put on a show for them. I think that's a great idea. I might put on a concert later today, but before that, I'm definitely going to pack a picnic. The sun is shining here. I'm gonna go get my picnic supplies. I'll get my dog Aretha ready to go in the backyard, and we'll see you in just a minute. Okay, Aretha and I made it outside. We are ready for our picnic. I brought a picnic blanket and I put it down in the grass, and I packed my lunch bag. Now this is the lunch bag that I bring when I go to school. Maybe you have a lunch box or a lunch bag that you could pack for your own picnic. I also brought my water bottle. Now making sure we're drinking enough water is one of the best things we can do for staying healthy and feeling great. Another thing we can do to stay healthy and feel great is make sure we're eating healthy fruits and vegetables. And I packed a lot of them in my picnic lunch today. Let's see what's in this bag. Ah, this is a napkin. This is a special kind of napkin that I use sometimes. And when I'm finished with it, I throw it in my dirty laundry pile and I wash it, and then I can reuse it. Ooh, I found a small container. This container is shaped like, who knows what shape that is? It's an oval shape. Ooh, can you hear it? Inside my oval container are very small pieces of fruit. They used to be grapes, and now they're all dried. They're called raisins. And Aretha, no thank you. Leave it. Aretha is not allowed to have raisins. Raisins can hurt your doggy's tummy and make them sick. But raisins help us stay healthy. Let's see what the next container is. The next container I see is shaped like a rectangle. What could be in this rectangle container? Something that starts with the letter A, a fruit that's crunchy and sweet. Apples. Now, apples Aretha can have. They're one of her favorites. Let's see if she can do a trick. Aretha, high five? High five? High five? Good girl. Good high five. All right, so we have raisins and apples, 2 fruits. What could be in this circle container? Something green, and something that grows on a vine, and something that starts with a p. Peas. Now these are snap peas. And Aretha is also allowed to have snap peas. Let's take a bite. Mmm. Crunchy. Now, if you have a pet at home, make sure you ask your grown-up if you're allowed to share food. Since I'm Aretha's grown-up, I know what she's allowed to have and what she's not allowed to have. Last container. The bag is empty. Another rectangle. Is this rectangle bigger or smaller than the other rectangle? This one is smaller and this one is bigger. Let's see what's inside. Whoa, it looks a little bit strange. I see something smushy, something kind of green. Oh my gosh, another one of my favorites. Leave it, Aretha, leave it. Good girl. Celery. Leave it. Celery and peanut butter. Have you ever had celery and peanut butter? I love it because it's salty and smushy and crunchy. Have you ever put raisins on your celery and peanut butter? Let's plop them on. Sit. Good girl. 1, 2, 3. Let me show you my 3 little raisins. You know what? I call this snack ants on a log because the celery and peanut butter looks like a log and the little raisins look like ants. My friends Oliver and Parker from school, hi Ollie, hi Parker, they call them frogs on logs. I like both of those names. Do you have a special name for any of the treats that you like to eat? Maybe you could make up some new names for treats. Maybe you could have eyebrow peas or mustache peas. Perhaps you might have an apple smile. It's fun to be silly, but it's also important that we don't play with our food. Instead, we need to eat it. So after making a very lovely apple mouth, crunch that apple right up. Apples sure are good. Now we had raisins and apples, which are fruits. We had peas and celery, which are vegetables. And we had peanut butter, which is made out of peanuts, and it gives us lots of protein to help build our strong muscles. Friends, it's a beautiful day where I am right now. If it's ever a beautiful day in your neighborhood, I hope that you will get to go outside and play. Explore the things that are growing right now in the springtime, and talk to your grown-up about things that they notice, or trees that they recognize, flowers that they might know the name of. Or maybe you guys can make up your own names for the things that are growing right now. I brought just one more thing on my picnic. One of my all-time favorites, a stack of books. Here is If You Give a Mouse a Brownie, which we read today, and I think I might go and read it again. Have a wonderful day, friends. If it's not sunny where you are, have a picnic inside, maybe right under your kitchen table or on the living room floor. Ask your grown-up where the best place to set up is, and then make sure you help them in the kitchen. All right, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. I love you.